Okay, today we're going to pull a handle, and I showed you this in class, so this is going to be kind of a review, but I wanted to show it up to you like closer up so that you can have an idea about, a better idea about how to hold your hands. So you'll remember that I told you to get some clay and kind of have it shaped into the shape of a carrot, and then this has to stay dipped in water. So I'm going to dip the clay in water, and then with my hands, I'm like pulling down as I like try to move the clay. I'm moving the clay down, and I'm moving my hands around so that it gets kind of consistent pressure all the way around. So you can see that this starts to kind of elongate. Once it starts to do that, then I want the handle to have a front and a back. So I change the motion of my hands to this motion so that my thumb is pinching it on one side and my fingers are on the back side. And I flip the clay to the front and the back so that my thumb puts pressure on one side and then on the other side so that it kind of evenly makes it thinner this way than this way. So I keep elongating it until I have the size that I need to for my mug. Remember I said that everything shrinks 10%. So you're putting a very wet handle on a mug that has already started to shrink. And so your handle needs to be slightly too large for the form that you're making it for. So I also use this part of my hand right here to make the edges rounded as I'm pulling. So it's my hands are going in a shape like this as I go down so that it shapes the handle. Okay, so once I have it pulled and the clay all consistent from left to right and from front to back, then I'm going to use my fettling knife, and I will cut this off at an angle so that the top of the clay is cut at an angle and it is ready to be placed on a mug and will be going into the right direction on the mug. So to prepare the mug, this is not exactly a mug, but this is a piece that I have here that I can hook this to. I'm going to scratch the area that I'm going to attach it to on the top really securely. I want to scratch it good so that the handle is going to be able to be very attached to it. And then I also scratch the area at the bottom, and then I'm going to put some slip on this. I'm using water, but you should use slip. I also want to really scratch the place on the mug where I'm attaching it as well. So I'm going to scratch that really good with my serrated rib. And then I will like put this on the mug so that it is the angle that I created for it by cutting it off at an angle is making it easy to attach because it's already kind of going in the right direction. This is only one way to make a handle. There's many ways. So I'm showing you this first. I'm going to show you some other ways as well. But this handle, now that I have it kind of like really attached at the top, I want to spend a good bit of time and make sure that this is really attached. I do not want a handle coming off, somebody dropping a cup of hot coffee in their lap. So I'm going to attach that well. I also want to make sure that the contour of the handle I add fits with the cup itself and is the right size. So I want it to be far enough away to keep my hands from the hot pot, but not way far out. So this is a good size handle for a mug this size. Now I want to make sure that the bottom is also very well attached. And then I can choose how I want this to end. I always kind of make mine be in a little point, but you do not have to do that. This is just one idea. So that has like a nice kind of clean ending. So there is a pulled handle.